Hello and welcome. My name is Kara Marsh Proffitt, and I serve the University of San Diego as Director of Alumni Operations and Engagement. Welcome to today's session, Top AI Tools You Need in Your Toolbox, Part 2. Today's session is co-hosted by the Alumni Association and the Knauss School of Business and will feature Daniel Lin, who also presented in our first session about top AI tools held in mid-March. I will post the link to that recording once the session gets rolling. Let's see here. A few housekeeping items before we get started. We are using Zoom webinar today, which means you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the broadcast. Please use the Q&A feature to post questions for our presenter. You may upvote questions as well. Today's session is being recorded and will be posted to the Alumni Association's YouTube channel later this week. A special hello to anyone who is watching this recording. The mission of the Alumni Association is to engage and enrich the Torero community for life. Today's session certainly aims to do just that, and I couldn't do it without our partner, Bridget Breitenberg, Assistant Director for Alumni Relations for the Knauss School of Business. Welcome to the screen, Bridget, and take it away.
Thank you so much, Kara. This has been a wonderful series to work on with you, and by that I mean we had 3 webinars this spring semester. And the one that Professor Lin did for us was so popular, so many questions, that the feedback we received from you is please do a part 2. We'd like to hear more. And so we're so grateful that Daniel Lin has agreed to join us again. Quick introduction. Daniel Lin is the Associate Dean for Faculty and Operations at the Knauss School of Business. And he's also a professor of operations and business analytics. Daniel, please join us, and we're ready to learn from you about AI tools. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget, and thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure and my honor again to be here to share with you some of my thoughts about AI. And it was a great experience last time, so I hope that this time I can continue to bring you some new ideas in terms of how we can apply AI in our daily life. So without further ado, let me start off with sharing my screen, and I'm going to bring to you some cool idea that I'm going to share today. Okay, just to start off, let me also share in the chat a link. So let me share in the chat a link. That is a link to a Google Drive folder that contains some of the materials that I'm going to share with you today. So today I have 2 things to bring to you. Okay, I would like to introduce 2 pretty cool things I think. But before that, my whole idea to share with you is this. In the age of AI, it's about ideas. Execution is still important, but the barrier for execution has greatly reduced. So what do I mean? You'll see that in a moment. So today I'm going to share with you 2 examples that are the ideas I did not generate. I hear those ideas from other people, but with AI, those ideas can be very, very easily implemented. I get the idea from someone else, and then I go to AI, kind of figure out how to implement it. So I'm going to walk through the implementation detail, and you will see how easy it is. So in my opinion, in the near future, not distant future, the real differentiator between an AI enabled person versus non-AI enabled person is simply if someone can execute, can try, it's not hard, it literally just prompt. If someone is willing to spend some time trying out AI with new ideas, and that execution is no longer difficult, it's more about getting new ideas and willing to try them out. So what are the new ideas today? So the first one is what you're looking at my screen right now. This is a website. It's a personal website for myself. I call it AI Pulse, and honestly, I don't even come up with that name. The AI came up with it. This is a website for myself that will automatically update every day at a given time. This is 3 a.m. This morning. That collect AI news for me. So this is a personalized newsletter for me with the content and the style I specify it, and it will automatically update. And I just come over, I just refresh it I don't even refresh. I just open up this page, and then it gives me all the AI news I would like to know. And it also has some very interactive dashboards. This is an upcoming release schedule for this coming up week. It shows me, okay, which company is going to announce what AI use case. And there's a heat map to show enterprise AI adoption heat map, showing me in different industries how they utilize AI in different aspects. And there's another fancy dashboard showing release cadence of different AI models. Okay, my point is, it looks fancy. I only share the idea, and AI take over to generate this. So I'm going to first show you how to do this. The point here is you can apply the similar idea to your context. I'm using AI news, but you can use, if you want to collect news in your own industry or any subject, to be honest, you can follow the same process to create a personalized dashboard, news dashboard. I have another one. This is for higher education. This is a higher education dashboard that collects higher education news. For me, personalized. I want top news, California focused news, etc. And it has some dashboard, interactive dashboard, things like that. Okay, so I find it pretty useful because it saves my time gathering information. So let me show you how I created them. The way I create them is through ChatGPT's Codex. It's over here. So ChatGPT Codex is a programming platform for ChatGPT. It is similar to Claude's code. If you were here last time, I talked about Claude. Claude has a code function to help you do programming. It's the same idea, but now it's for ChatGPT. This is a fairly new model. I think they launched it probably 3 weeks, a little bit about a month ago or so. I couldn't recall, but the programming capability is stellar. And again, the point is you don't really need to do any programming. So this is a desktop application. You can download it from ChatGPT. Just simply Google ChatGPT Codex, and you'll find this. And you download it, you open it up, it looks like this. I already have several projects over here, but I'm going to start a new one from scratch just to show you how easy it is to create something I just showed you. So I'm going to start with start from scratch, and I'm going to just name a daily news update demo, for example. Doesn't matter. Okay, and then I have a conversation here, but I am going to connect it to the location. Okay, so I have okay, it's already here, and a new project. Okay, so it's all good here. So work locally. Okay, so it has everything I need. Okay, so if you start a new project, you can start from scratch or use an existing folder. So for the convenience of today, I'm going to use the folder I just shared with you. Okay, this is a folder I'm going to create stuff. Okay, so you know what? It's very simple. What I usually start off is just to share my general idea and then let it create a prompt. For example, I'm going to say, I'm interested in creating a daily dashboard that collects AI news, or most recent AI news in the last, whatever you specify, last 7 days. I also like to have some interactive dashboard that gather relevant information to tech industry. Okay, please give me some ideas. Okay, so my point here is I only give a very vague instruction. And I'm asking AI to give me some ideas. And this is actually where I start. I have an idea, but I let it kind of help me create some ideas. All right, so now you start to say something. Okay, daily AI news radar. And okay, start to spell out some details, interactive ideas, blah, blah, blah. AI company watch list to tracking major AI tech companies in one place, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so my point is you can see it spits out a lot of ideas, a lot of ideas. So you can take your time to read it, but in the end, it recommends this. Start with this, plus a whatever dashboard, and add specialized tabs for whatever. So what I like is it always gives you a lot of ideas, but also a recommendation. So let's pretend that, okay, I'm fine with the recommendation. I'm going to say, I like your recommendation. Of course, you don't need to like it. You can revise it, you can make suggestions, but I'm just pretending I like it. I like your recommendation. Please create prompt. Okay, now I don't even generate prompt. I ask you to create prompt for Codex to create this program. Okay, so I didn't ask it to, yeah, just do it. I find it more useful to have the AI to also generate a prompt. So here's the prompt. So the prompt is basically a very detailed layout on, okay, so exactly what we're going to create. Okay, so create a daily AI and tech industry dashboard, web app, blah, blah, blah. All the thing. Okay, all the thing. Oh, I do not. Okay, so let's say I like it, but there's one thing I miss. I would like this to, I want to add a detail. For example, I would like this program to be scheduled to run every day, let's say 3 a.m. automatically on my computer. The output of the program should be a web page that I can add to my favorite browser. Okay, so this is a detail that it missed, so I'm giving it, please update the prompt. So it will add this detail into a prompt. Okay, you see all the details, and now I gave it one line, but in terms of output, it provides way more details over here. Okay, it's very, very thorough. All right, so for example, output, where is the output? Output, okay, yeah, you see, generate a static web page if practical. If using local server, use a URL stable, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the output is a file called index and HTML. Okay, that's all I need. And I review this. Let's say I like it. You know what? I'm just going to copy it and paste it here and make any further modification if I want. And that's it. And here, codecs have different level of access. Okay, so right now I'm using full access. It basically means I'm giving the program full control of my computer. It can do whatever it wants. So just be careful. You need to be careful by giving it that access, and also be careful about what you're doing with it. Okay, so it will take some time. So I'm going to let it run for some time. I estimate it will probably take 10 minutes. So I'll just leave it here. It will notify me when it is completed. So I'm going to take this time to first answer any questions and move on to the second idea I'm going to share with you. So I'm going to take a little pause over here and ask Bridget, if there's any question at this point that I can
Yes,
help answer.
Daniel. Thank you. One from your buddy Jeff Chen. Can we get the link to Daniel's personal AI pulse?
Oh, the link to my personal one, unfortunately, I cannot because it is not a it is actually a file resides on my computer. It's not a real web page resides on some server out there. So when it updates, it only updates the file on my computer, and I can only open that website through my computer. I'm working at home right now. I can open it up here because it resides on my home computer. But if I'm working on campus, for example, then I cannot open it up because it doesn't doesn't
Okay.
live there. So
Great.
unfortunately,
Jeff
I
says,
cannot. I'm happy to share, but it doesn't work that way.
okay. Jeff says, thanks, Daniel. Good clarification. And then there's one more from Justin. Have you allowed Claude Cowork to control your computer? Can you please share your experience with this pros and cons? If you could say, what do you think pros and cons? How safe do you feel this is to allow Claude to control your computer? Do you have best practices you can share on this topic? Thanks. Similarly, do you have experience with Perplexity Computer you can share? Thanks.
Thank you. I actually have not tried Perplexity computer, and I have not given Cloud full access to my computer as well because I'm a little bit more cautious. What I have done is giving it access to my browser. So both Cloud and ChatGPT now have access. You can give them access to your browser, to your Chrome, and I would use that to collect information. Or sometimes here's a use case. Sometimes the example is, well, you know what? I'm just looking to. I'm interested in looking into my utility bills from SDG&E. I'm interested in my usage, things like that. So I would log into my account first. Okay, I don't give my ID password to AI. I log in my account in the browser first, and then ask the Cloud Cowork or ChatGPT to, hey, you know what? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to analyze the last year of utility bill, things like that, and please use the browser to do that. So that's what I did, and it's quite amazing. It's a little bit slow. I'm going to be honest. It's quite slow, but when I gave that kind of vague instruction, I want you to gather my utility utilization data from last year, something like that. It will navigate the website. It will try to, okay, poke around and, oh, okay, this data is available here. You will download things like that. So that's so far as I have done. I haven't given it full access to just do whatever it want on my computer yet.
Great. Thank you, Daniel. You're caught up on questions.
Okay, thank you. Well, you can see it's still working on it, so I'll let it continue to work on it. So I'm going to move on to the second idea, and I'm glad that Jeff Chen asked me a question because honestly, the next thing I'm going to introduce is actually from him. So credit goes to our alum, Jeff Chen. He shared this idea with me. So the other day I ran into Jeff, and he was sharing with me, hey, Daniel, I did something really cool. I created a board of advisors for my own, and we're in supply chain. So he told me, well, this is a board of advisors that with different persona, and I'm going to throw a question to them, and they will debate, and I will see their summary, their suggestion, things like that. So I thought that's really cool. So I actually took that idea and implemented. So I'm going to show you how I implement it, and this is an example to again demonstrate that idea is the key. Execution is less of a burden right now. So I get the idea from Jeff. Jeff didn't really elaborate how exactly you do that. So what I do is this. I actually just simply ask AI. So this is the idea, and how do you do it? And then AI give me instructions. So I'm switching to Cowork. For now, I think Cowork is one of the best tool for doing this. If you have ChatGPT, if you use customized GPT, or Gem in Gemini. So basically, these are customized chatbot. You can probably do something similar, but I choose co-work. So I'm going to start a project. Okay, I'm going to start a new project. So we got co-work project. I'm going to start a project starting from scratch. And I'm going to create a name. Okay, I'll call it, this is my AI advisory board. Instruction, I'm going to skip that. And I'm going to choose a location where I house it. Okay, this is a folder. And I'm going to create it here. But just that for now. Okay, so the other thing I want to share with you is that there is a place. This is, again, credit goes to our alum Jeff. He shared this with me. There's a place called Heropedia. Okay, Heropedia. So if you go there, it's pretty cool. It's a place where it stores a lot of personas of different professionals. Okay, by industry. You have engineer and development, science and research, design, all kinds of stuff, business strategy, CEO and founder, blah, blah, blah. And there are different so-called heroes. So I find it pretty cool that they have a rank. You got a rank, and the most popular one is Steve Jobs. So let's just take a look at Steve Jobs as an example. So this is what it looks like. It's essentially a file, a text file that describe the philosophy or communication style or thinking logic of a person. So this is Steve Jobs. You are Steve Jobs reviewing a product. Someone just show you blah 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 how you think. Okay, is it kind of describe how you think, how you respond. Okay, kind of describe how you respond, what you reject outright. Okay, so my point is, yep, you can read it. So it basically is a description of how that person interact. And you can copy this whole thing, copy as an empty file. So basically just literally the same as scrolling it and copy it. And you can paste it somewhere. And I have done that already. So these are the personas of my heroes. So they are in this AI advisory board folder. This is what I created. AI advisors. Okay, I have created them already. I have Brian Dean, who turns out to be a marketing guru. I got Elon Musk. I got Jeff Bezos. I got Peter Drucker. Shifa Wu is someone I honestly didn't know in the past. Steve Jobs. Okay, so I have all the personas of advisors, and I'm going to create a board using them. So how do I do that? Well, first of all, I also have a file called instruction. This is the key. This is a master instruction that I will give to Claude. You can use it, and I'm just going to briefly go through it with you. It's pretty long. I'm not going to read it through, but it basically gives Claude an instruction, what you're trying to do. So you are an AI advisory board coordinator. Okay, and when a user poses a question, you orchestrate a structured multi-round debate among a panel of advisors. Okay, so this is a neutral coordinator. When there's a question asked, it will throw the questions to selected advisors. The Steve Jobs and Elon Musk are by default always there, and then others depends on the subject. And so the question will be thrown to those advisors, and then they will debate. They will each respond to your question from their perspective, and after that, they will debate. I literally ask them to debate, so they will cross-criticizing each other's comment, and they will do it for a couple of rounds. They may reject the idea, or they may rebuttal. They may accept. Who knows? They may agree, partially agree, push back, challenge, assumption, things like that. So just let them debate. And then in the end, after 4 rounds of debate, this coordinator, who is a neutral person, will summarize the discussion. So point of consensus, what do they agree about? And point of disagreement, what do they disagree about? and insights and etc. So this is an instruction. So this is really like a kind of like constitution, if you will, or bylaw to some way about the interaction. So that's why I have, oops, I close it. So what I'm going to do is simply copy this and paste it to here, instruction. So if you go here, instruction, there's a pencil. This is where I paste everything, and that's it. I paste everything here. And that is almost it. The context, I want to make sure my folder is selected. So this is important. Okay, let me make sure. Yeah, it's over here. And also I need to add a folder that contains all the advisors. So let me make sure I select that one. All the advisors, select these folders. Okay, and now I can ask a question. So let's say, let me throw a very generic question. How should USD improve curriculum to better prepare students in the age of AI? Okay, very generic question. Let's see what happens. We start to run the script. And by the way, while we're waiting for it to generate result, let's come back to my AI dashboard. Okay, it's already completed. And let me open it. Well, this is a README file. Okay, so it says it's already here. Okay, so let me go to the folder. Scripts, I forget which folder. Okay, over here, index. Okay, it's static. So it's not updated yet. Please run the code and gather and update the dashboard with live data. Okay, let me give you a code. Oh, actually it's over here. So once you complete it, it has a preview. It's a preview. It actually looks like this. So you can see it's pretty completed. It's pretty completed. Tech pause. You see, I didn't do anything, as you can tell. I only gave that prompt and it gave me all the details. And what is cool here is you can revise anything right on the fly over here. Okay, annotate. So you can select any part. Let's say I would like to, let's say, please elaborate more on what AI stories in scope mean. Okay, so my point is you can select any part of this interface and just directly give it an order. I want to change it, revise the user interface, things like that, and you will do it. And now I just forward it back. It goes to redo it. Let's give it some time. With that, let's switch back to our AI board. Okay, so you see, okay, it works. Advisory board convened. Here's a question. And in this case, it activates Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Peter Drucker. Find out the topic is not relevant to Brian Dean and Dr. Shifa Wu. Okay, so those are not included. Round 0. So initial response from Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos. Okay, I'll save you time for reading it. They make something, they say something. Round 1, debate. Steve Jobs is commenting to Jeff Bezos. You're right about blah, 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 but you are too kind. you're being too kind about the timeless skills, blah, blah, blah. And Elon Musk comment on Peter Drucker, Jeff Bezos comment on Elon Musk. You see, they're kind of they're talking to each other. Round two, all right, Steve talked to Peter Drucker, etc. Okay, so you see, it's pretty lengthy, 4 rounds of debate. The point is here. Okay, after they debate, what do I learn? Okay, point of consensus. This is the points they agree. Air fluency is in infrastructure, not a major, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they got new points, consensus for me to read, but also point of disagreement. They have different views on whatever. Okay, delegating the credit hours. Okay, someone is in favor, someone are not in favor. Core tension. Okay, what is a core tension in their argument? So you can see it's pretty cool. They give you all the details and insight and actually recommendation as well. So this is what I discovered, and I use it a couple of times. I find it pretty interesting in identifying new ideas or angles. So for example, for this question, this very question I asked, well, this is a question we've been thinking about. How do we prepare students in the age of AI? We have thought about some points, but those advisors, they have very different personality. And sometimes they will bring up some, because of that, they may bring up some points that I have never thought about. So I think this is the biggest value of having this advisory board. It's brainstorming, but also showing some new perspective I have not thought about. Okay, so this is a cool idea. Again, credit goes to Jeff Chen. He gave me this idea. And there's one question I'm pretty sure. You are watching me doing this, although I share the material with you, I'm pretty sure you will forget it or lost it or whatever at some point in time, and you're like, oh, I heard about that idea, but I forget all the details. So here's my tip. If you don't know how to start, you know what? Just ask. This is really how I learn. Okay, so for example, when I initially started this project, I really just asked AI, hey, I am interested in creating a board of AI advisors who will debate, who will answer my questions from their perspective and debate among themselves. There is a neutral coordinator who summarize their discussion. In the end, I plan to implement this in co-work. Well, co-work. How can I do it? I simply ask something like that. And I've done it several times, not just this project, but similar to the daily news project I just shared with you. It's the same idea. I'm trying to achieve something. I don't know exactly how to do it. I simply ask AI, and it gives me all the instruction. It gives you all the instruction, and every time you will get a slightly different instruction. It gives you all the instructions. So I'm going to skip all of those, and that's my point. If you don't know how to do something, or you forget how to do something, just ask AI. Okay, so that's the second use case I'm going to share with you. At this point, let me switch back to Codex. Okay, it has completed what I asked for. If you remember, I asked you to elaborate a little bit more on what this means. It's really not a problem, but I just pick it. Okay, and it updated. So this is Codex. It's already live. And let me go back. Where is it? Let me go back to the folder, the location of this folder. Is it this one? No, this is probably not this one. So I probably miss it somewhere. Okay. So even in this case, where I can ask, where is the location of this? Oh, it's in it already says distribution. I was not located. Okay, this is the right page. So it tells me that the generate dashboard is over here. So I go to that location. I then just double click it. It opens up. And you can see it's updated pretty much just now, a couple of minutes ago. And then I simply bookmark it. And that's it. And that's how I generate my dashboard. And you can always come back to revise it. If I use it for 2 days, I like something or I don't like something, I want to add a filter here or there, whatever, I just come here and annotate and it will just update. And I have a living dashboard that is customized for my need and it continues update automatically. So in the code, I did write it. So actually what it does is it will add an event to your computer's scheduled events. That means the computer will automatically run the program and update all the information of this dashboard as long as your computer is on at the given time you specify. In this case, I say 3 a.m. in the morning. So as long as my computer is on at 3 a.m. in the morning tomorrow, this whole thing will be updated and I will have a new dashboard tomorrow. Okay, so with that, these are the two ideas I will share with you. A customized, personalized news website for yourself and a customized celebrity advisory board for your own use. So okay, so with that, I think I'm ending a little bit earlier, so I'm going to turn to Bridget to see if there's any questions at this point.
Thank you, Daniel. This is fascinating. I mean, the dashboard, to keep that just running and updating is incredible. And I really loved your idea about creating the board of advisors and getting them to debate. Jeff did say, great sharing, Daniel. The credit is all yours. I just shared the idea. And we have one other question from Jamie. Thank you for these tools. Are you able to create different chatbots to help you with your business, like the AI board of advisors?
I haven't done that, but yes, you can do that. You can definitely do that. What makes it slightly different operational aspect is, okay, let me turn this. In this board of advisors, it's one board and it will kind of triage. It will depending on the topic, it will triage the topic to the selected group of advisors. In this case, in this group. And then, so this is kind of generic advisor that can help me with all kind of questions. So it's not a chatbot. I cannot share this with others. This is only for my own use. But if I have very specific use, for example, maybe I need a chatbot just to answer marketing questions. I need another one just to answer other type of questions. Yes, I can set it up. There are two ways. One is just like this. I'll create another project and I do something similar. Okay, that's one way. The second way is I will use ChatGPT's customized GDP, or in Gemini, I will use the GEM. They are the same idea. Those are the customized chatbot. The advantage of those customized chatbot is you can share that with others. But co-work here, so far I don't think so. It's only for this computer. But I am able to have a broader board over here that tackle a greater variety of questions. So I guess it depends on your intent. What's your usage, your intent. If you are building something that you probably will share with others, then a customized chatbot probably will be better. But in the nutshell, the idea behind either way is similar. You give it an instruction. You lay out the guardrail or response format, things like that in the instruction. So that is the same across. I hope that answered your question.
And so, Daniel, you are caught up on questions. I think it's important to remind, the participants today that we will be sending this recording out to them. So there will be an opportunity for them to review everything that you've discussed. It's pretty sophisticated. It's just incredible. I know, Daniel, you're like, it's easy, but I think maybe some of us need to sit with this a little bit.
Yeah, no problem. As I said, if you don't know, the point is having idea. Okay, once you have idea, you can just simply ask AI to do it. I'll show one more little thing. So I'm using Codex a lot. I'm developing some teaching material on neural network. I use it to develop a little tool, the educational tool. You see, it's pretty fancy. I can play with a lot of stuff. And all I do is prompting. Okay, this if this sounds a little bit hardcore, the other thing I did is with my kids. So I grew up as a video game player, and as I grew up, one of my biggest dreams is the ability to create my own game. And I was not able to do that until now. Now with Codex, I developed a little shooting game just with this. And okay, I'm going to close this one. And I use prompt to generate all this little video game, and I'm able to. And the benefit is it's a game I develop with my kids, with my sons. Or they give me an idea. Oh, the game should do whatever, and I simply prompt, and we kind of. It's a great experience. Co-develop a little video game with my kids. And the other thing that is kind of mind-blowing is the agent. So just let you know, each of those conversations is essentially an agent. So you can develop agents without really knowing it. And they can work on the same project from different angle at the same time. For example, when I designed that video game, okay, so once I have initially done, I literally ask AI, okay, so I'm trying to use agent to improve this game's experience. What's your recommendation? It will literally come up with like 10 recommendations. Oh, you can use agent to do whatever, the 10 things. One particular example I find cool is when I design a video game, one challenge is some weapons is too strong, or some stages are too difficult or too easy. So you need to balance it. You can actually just prompt to create a new agent. I want to create an agent who is trying to balance the difficulty of a game, something like that. So you can apply that to all the program you create, such as this one. You can have an agent. The way you create it is simply prompt it. You say it. I'm trying to create an agent who will go through the use. Maybe this is an agent focusing on UX, user experience. This is an agent focusing on user experience and evaluate that, blah, 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 and it will do that. And you can create another agent, which is literally another conversation focusing on other stuff. If you don't know what am I going to use agent for, simply ask. I'm trying to create agent for this particular use case. What are some potential ideas? So that's how I use AI, and that's how I kind of explore it and learn it every day. And every day it amazes me with something new. So just to share with you.
Daniel, how fun that you're engaging your kids in this too. I mean, that game is great.
Thank you. I hope that gives everyone a little bit idea. Again, the key is idea, execution. You can ask AI. It can help you. So with
Yeah,
that,
and it's a great message that you're reminding us not to be afraid of it, but to just engage with it and learn as you go.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Well,
we're caught up on questions.
yeah.
I see Kara's back on.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Daniel. Everyone, USD alumni are special. We just crossed the 90,000 alumni threshold with this past weekend's commencement celebrations, celebrating the class of 2026. We are so proud of our alumni and all that you're doing in your communities. We see the good work that you're doing, whether it be in your boardrooms, your classrooms, certainly in your living rooms and your church halls. We see you and we are cheering for you always. On that note, make it a great day, Toreros, and we hope to see you again very soon.